on, go.
That is a Washington State's sheriff's team putting out a boat fire on Moses Lake. The fire itself was karma. A few minutes earlier, 3 people on the doomed vessel circled and harassed another boat for displaying LGBTQ pride flags. Then, water from the waves got in the homophobes' carburetor, and the bigots had to abandon ship.
Around us to stir up the water on us while we were just sitting there.
They were harassing us.
Yeah, because we had our gate.
And then we saved their ass.
And then we turned around and saved them.
I think I sucked you guys last year.
You did, yeah!
I'm glad to see you guys out here.
Yeah.
Indeed, because thanks to the LGBTQ pride boat, nobody was seriously hurt. After the harassers got a lift to shore, all that was left was their burned-out boat hull and a few ruined beers.
Ooh.
Is it burned?
Yeah. Castaway.
Though not just any castaways, but ungrateful ones, because the bigots never said thank you to the people who saved their lives. Hello everybody, I'm David Schuster, and thanks for joining us. I believe this is the point in the video where many of you might be thinking, those bigoted jackasses should have been left in the water. What awful people they are. They didn't deserve to be saved. I get it. But I'm glad this incident turned out the way it did, with nobody getting hurt. And by the way, there are reports that those drunk young homophobes clearly got the scare of their life. Apparently when the bigoted boat driver was pulled out of the water, his pants came down and he had pooped in them. Lovely. Was he frightened by the fire or by the prospect of having to tell his parents how he ruined their boat? Sorry, Dad and Mom, we were harassing a family of LGBTQ supporters when I got too much water in the engine. Oops. Even if the guy's parents are also bigoted jerks, I have a feeling they were not pleased to lose the boat. I mean, maybe they canceled Junior's credit cards and curtailed his country club privileges. You never know. In any case, this is obviously another story of victory for the Confederate Republican Navy. You know, kind of like that Trump boat parade in 2020 on Lake Travis in Texas, when several boats sank because of the waves they created.
Officials say the choppy waters generated by the large amounts of boats caused 4 boats to sink and others to crash into rocks. It's not clear how many boats were on the lake at that time.
Once again, we have a story not just about treating all people with respect and dignity, but also about safe boat operation and maintenance. You don't circle and deliberately create waves for another vessel on any body of water. It shows total disregard for boating etiquette. It's also dangerous and stupid. But apparently stupidity hangs in the air and water in Lake Moses in eastern Washington. The area is a hotbed of Trump supporters and Make America Great Again lunatics. So good for all the progressives up there who are not afraid to show your support for LGBTQ pride. And kudos to that family of supporters who showed kindness and basic humanity by rescuing those bigoted degenerates. There's that old saying about killing people with kindness. And it's nice to know that when fellow human beings are in serious distress, most of us will save them, even if we despise their politics and bigoted behavior. And maybe in Washington State, a few lessons have now been learned, including don't mess with LGBTQ pride. The karma will haunt you.
My sweet mate put a shotgun in his mouth. He was a gay guy, and he'd faced a lifetime of ridicule. A lifetime of ridicule. And, you know, I think of him often because I probably was not very amenable to who he was. To this day, his parents suffer from the decisions that he made, but it was also the decisions that I probably made with my comments or my slight or things that I remember or don't remember doing. This guy was an honorable fellow, and he died needlessly. Brandon, he says, let's give this some time. Let's talk about it.
30 seconds.
Let's make sure that everyone's opinion is heard. I don't think that is extreme. I think it's wise. My sweet mate, let's hope that he forgives me and everyone here for things we've done and not done.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. That was a resident of Livonia, Michigan, speaking at a city council meeting about our personal and collective responsibility to respect and recognize our LGBTQ plus community. The gentleman referred to a college suite mate who received bullying, taunts, and insults over sexuality and committed suicide. Hello, everybody. I'm David Schuster, and thanks for joining us. It is powerful to see somebody evolve in their acceptance of people who are different. And I have a feeling that man in Livonia, Michigan, speaks for countless others, particularly of a certain age and generation when many of us simply didn't know better. But all of us know better now. Respecting our fellow human beings, regardless of their sexual orientation, skin color, religion, gender, country of origin, abilities, disabilities, respecting them can literally be the difference between life and death. We don't have to agree with anybody else or live the life that others do, but as human beings who are trying to evolve and make our society better, safer, and more enriching, it's incumbent on each of us to show respect and kindness. There's a viral video on TikTok that makes the same point, and it underscores that people who are LGBTQ+ are only asking what each of us would ever ask for in our own lives.
I don't support you, but I respect you. Can you accept that? Well, I'm gonna have to. I can't force you to change your opinion. I don't control who you are as a person. So I'm gonna have to accept that. With that said, by being kind and educating, I hope that one day I might be able to sway your opinion, but I'm not gonna force you. Hope this helps.
Again, each of us has our own feelings and thoughts, but we all have the power over our actions. Showing respect is an action. Each of us may feel uncomfortable with somebody who is different, but those feelings are about us. And how we act on feelings is what this is all about. Sadly, there are still many people around the world who have a difficult time treating the LGBTQ+ as fellow human beings. For example, there was recently this headline from NBC News. Some rugby players in Australia refused to wear LGBTQ pride jersey. The 7 players advised their team that wearing the jersey conflicts with their cultural and religious beliefs. So the players sat out a game rather than wear a jersey for that one game with rainbow stripes and a rainbow collar. We're talking about a rugby jersey, the same jersey that carries commercial sponsor logos. Somehow that was fine, but showing respect for LGBTQ+, thankfully the league commissioner apologized, told the players not to play, and said his league is about equality and respect, period. Well, we need more respect around the world and here in the United States, particularly with where things are going with our courts, with Congress, our state legislatures, and yes, even our local city councils. So let's start now. As the enlightened and remarkable man in Livonia, Michigan told his city council, it's not extreme to respect all of our fellow human beings and hear their voices. It's wise.